Howdy, howdy, happy Aries solar new moon eclipse. We are actually under the Aries new moon as we speak. The eclipse happened earlier in the wee hours of the morning today, but you know me, or maybe you don't, but I love to archive and sort of capsule these energies so that people who maybe did not have the conscious awareness that these like once in a lifetime energy signatures and moments in time were available to them. Well, guess what? You got somebody, your favorite reader has got you on the archive so that you're able to really always remember what downloads were coming at this time, whether you were aware or not. I go by the name of Virgo St. North Node. Welcome to anyone who's never seen me before, who doesn't even know what the fuck this is. I want to give a big shout out. You're on Tethered Studios platform. That is the entire enchilada of what you're seeing here, and they afford me to have the best job in the world as a reader and psychic, so I'm really grateful to that. But essentially, to establish a rapport of trust, I've got a handful of the remaining zodiac signs. This is a zodiac series, like I said, for the Aries new moon solar eclipse. I'm going to, literally means nothing. I'm just going to pick a sign so that you know this is happening live, and so that you can also, like I said, really trust and believe that in the work that I'm doing, it's happening now. There's no pre-recorded message. There's literally no production. You don't need to know any information to receive this message. I'm going to get an overview with this sort of larger deck here. It's the Crystal Resonance Tarot deck, or it's actually just an Oracle deck. And then we're going to use the Aquarian Tarot for whoever the lucky sign is. Again, you probably know because it's titled on the video what this is before I do, but I'm just really excited to get into your energy. So please feel free to sit back and enjoy while I go ahead and just connect with who we're going to select. Let me go here. Ooh, let's see who we got. Oh, God, yes. Taurus. I'm getting all the love right now. Hello, Taurus. Happy solar eclipse to you. Happy new moon eclipse. Are you feeling it? I'm sure you are. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited. I'm in a much lighter, more positive energy, which I'm grateful for. I accept all energy unanimously because I love being alive, but I love it when it's positive, light, and beautiful. It reminds me of Tauruses. So happy day to you guys. Let's go ahead and tap in and see what our overall message is today for you Tauruses. Ugh, I love it. Oh shit, here we go. We got a mess. Let's see. Oh shit, I love this. Wow, this is gonna be an amazing message. Tauruses, we're talking about male power, right? Men's rights. I'm just kidding. Okay, but we're also talking about the wind frequency, which is the undercurrent of male power. And this is so beautiful because this is actually such an aligned energy. Masculine energy, wind, right? Our air signs are actually masculine signs. So this is talking about some sort of alignment. Perhaps right now, just an off the top download that I feel like I'm Taurus, what the fuck? Did you see that? Like, did you see that, Taurus? That was a spirit synchronicity. What the fuck just happened? Thank you. My little executive assistant is here helping make sure we get the fucking shit set up right. Okay. So, I don't know. Perhaps something hit the fan? I don't know. We just saw a fucking cameo of the fan. We just did a fan reveal. So, maybe that's got to do something with it. But the male power and the wind. So, that's a pretty aligned frequency because I'm getting that, like I said, masculinity is being perhaps just aligned, or we're discussing this conversation about the ways in which male power, the positive masculine frequency, the masculine energy, like the way that it connects to us through the wind. So let's just see what Taurus is getting. Let's see what Taurus is getting. Who knows? Interesting. Exciting. It was funny. That fan reveal has me dead. Shut up. That's so stupid. Okay. Okay, first, off the top. So the first card out that we have for you guys is the Hanged Man. This is also equal parts my crucifixion sign. And so I think this, oh, wow. Oh, wow, Taurus. Oh, I'm so sorry, Taurus. Did somebody not know that your superpower is manipulating magic? And were you perhaps crucified? Uh-oh. I think whoever put you up on that cross of crucifixion, whatever you were penalized for, whatever you were judged the harshest for, you were literally sitting there staring at these bitches while you were fucking sitting up there like JC. You were sitting up there staring at these bitches like, do you even know what you're doing? Do you even know what you're doing? Because I believe that the people, similar if you were taking like a biblical context, like similar to the people that crucified Christ, why would they crucify Christ? Because they have issues moving forward with their own internal knowledge. So again, the Eight of Cups is a powerful place because it comes from spiritual abundance. This is when you've accrued so much spiritual, intuitive, and emotional abundance energy, that you could fill all these cups for those who are unable to do it themselves, right? But I believe that it was the very people that JC was doing miracles for that actually crucified him in the end. So I believe our Taurus energy was getting crucified for the way that your masculine energy was performing magic in broad daylight. And they're like, what the fuck? Stop them at all costs. And in fact, I think it actually even came from people that you had enough magic to spare. You had enough resources and abundance to give to support them perhaps when they were down bad. And it feels like, wow. Like, I'm literally just hearing Taurus. I don't know Taurus, but I'm literally hearing you just be like, wow, I can't believe these hoes really put me on this cross. I really can't believe these bitches left me for dead. Wow. It be your own ones. Like, I feel like Taurus is like, wow, it be your own guys. Let's get into it. It's pure channel message. Wow, 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 wow. Because I feel like Taurus, this is the thing. Taurus was really leading the way. And Taurus is a feminine sign, right? It's an earth sign. It's a feminine principle. And so for you to be, I'm just, like I said, and I think, like I said, for Taurus is to be really leading the way with, what I'm getting is like healthy masculinity. Like a lot of Taurus people were triggered by Taurus's healthy masculinity, right? Because if you're a feminine sign, regardless of gender, your masculine energy is going to, perhaps for most feminine signs, especially if you are more empowered, then your masculine energy is going to be taking direction from your feminine energy. And so I think this is a channel message because I'm a Taurus moon. So let's just say this. I think people had a problem with the way that your masculine energy was like happy to do whatever the fuck your feminine energy was trying to conceive, right? Because the feminine and the circumstance is going to conceive the concept. It's going to conceive the idea. It's going to be like, this is what we need to do, team. And the masculine energy is the fulfillment of that, of the obedience of it. And then the execution, like the protege, the divine designer, right? So the masculine really puts that flair on it. It gets that fire. And so I think a lot of people were super ready to crucify you because they hate the way that your masculine energy really honors, loves your divine feminine energy down. Like they hate to see how your masculine is so committed to your authentic self. Like when it comes to Taurus, like your masculine energy is like, aye, captain, you bet, whatever you say, I'm gonna do it, right? And so, because I'm getting like what was crossing this crucifixion is that you were crucified because you're in union. Oop. Tauruses are getting crucified because they're in union and bitches hate to see it. And look at all these people, because like, look, if this is like, so you know at a wedding, like this is like, let's just say like this is where you guys are standing to say I do in front of the crowd, right? Like this is bitches trying to nuke and bomb it. Like I'm just getting that people were really trying to kill your masculine, or maybe you're a Taurus that's associated with a masculine energy outside of you that is just like holding you down. Like whatever you say, whatever you do, they can't get them to switch up. And I just feel like Spirit was testing your internal union, whether you're in union in partnerships outside of yourself, it would be a reflection of the union you have within. So if you are in an internal union, the first thing that's going to come is that Spirit's going to test it. It's going to test how your resolve to stay in union. So I'm just getting like this eclipse, like the eclipse came with the fire and the fucking union is foolproof. Ooh, they hate it. They hate it. They hated it before the fire. They're going to really hate it after you withstand it. Because like I said, Taurus, you're like, I decided last night that I would die for it. Like, you don't care. Like, they actually did crucify you. They like actually did put you on the cross and want you to bleed out. And as you're like letting the blood like drip down your face, you're like, let's just remember, girls, my last words before it was guillotine is that like, you bitches really crucified me just because I'm in union. Just because my masculine and feminine work together in wholeness. Ugly. I hate that for them. Let's go ahead and let's get that in there. Let's see. I'm gonna get a little more clarity. Oh my God. Of course, Taurus. Of course. Because what's manifested for you at the bottom here is the Two of Cups. So that's exactly what it was. The Taurus is representing the people who are getting hated on just because they're fucking in love with themselves. Like, I literally hate that for you. I hate that for me. Like, this is literally what Taurus has, and this is like the unfair punishment and crime of that. Seriously. You have nothing but a union, nothing but an equal partnership. This is your internal feminine, your internal masculine. Did I not just start this off being like, wow, this is rare, seeing male power being aligned with the wind, which means it's a masculine energy that's like aligned. And it's looking like this person, you see how they're like, I'm locked in. Like Taurus is like, I should just name this shit, you're locked in, bro. Because like people hate you because you're locked in. Hold on, let me write this shit down so I don't forget. But this is what I'm saying. So I just feel like, Taurus, there is something that divine union is just so beautiful. It's so Venusian. It's so kind. It's so leading the way. But it's like, divine union for you, Taurus, truly was your motivation through everything. Like when you were in the boat, when you have to surrender, it's really easy for you, Taurus. Like I'm really just seeing you really represent your natural energy, which is movable earth. Like even like movable earth in the sense that you're the smallest earth. Like Taurus is going to be the pebble that's like stuck to the bottom. But again, you're fixed in your nature, which I'm saying, like, I feel like you're locked in. Like your fixed nature you're not stubborn anymore. This isn't a stubborn Taurus. This is a locked in Taurus. This is the new ascension. Oh my God. Hold on. We got to write all this down. You're going from stubborn to locked in. Like before, you're realizing, like when you used to get categorized as a low vibrational Taurus, when people always be like, oh, you're so hard-headed, you won't move, you realize it's usually because you were like in alignment with things that like aren't aligned to you. Like you were forcing yourself to be around people, places, and contracts and jobs and communities that like, they don't really do it for me. And so when things don't really do it for you, you don't really want to budge, right? You didn't really want to budge or change what you could offer someone. But baby, when that actual cup comes in, holy shit. People are seeing a side of you. They're seeing you like, I think people are just watching Tauruses like this is like the most carefree I feel like Taurus has ever been, because it has to do with the quality of the cup that's mirroring you. If you bitches aren't really mirroring a Taurus, like Taurus knows their value. Like they know they're the shit. They know they're worth some shit, right? And so maybe before I used to be really stubborn because like I don't really want this. Like I said, this is like, would you change who you are when you know the person you're dating is like they're not that good? But when you come across something that really is this, like you're good to flow in the wind. Like I said, your male power is like, we can flow in the wind, baby. We can go wherever. We can do it. We could be Ibiza today. It could be Africa tomorrow. It doesn't even matter, right? You're so willing to because you're finally realizing I can fix my focus and let go of control, right? That's what this says. You are going from fixed, stubborn bull to let me focus on love and let God take me where we want to go. And that is just so beautiful, because it's just like this is a partnership. This is like your internal union represents how like you actually have this deep sense of commitment, this deep sense of home within for the first time in your life, that you don't have to control so much anymore. You don't have to be so fixed and rigid in your approach. You're actually like learning a lot of new things about yourself. You're actually like taking in more. You're actually able to like apply yourself to greater causes and actually be of like service, because you're not so rigid, right? And so I love this for Taurus, because this is actually the truth. You should be the pebble that's flowing in the fucking water. You get what I'm saying? You should be able to keep moving, right? You're not a big boulder. You're pretty light, right? Like Tauruses should be like light earth. Shouldn't be no heavy earth. You know what I mean? And so I think when you have all this heaviness, I think Spirit had to keep you suspended. I think Spirit had to keep you on the cross and have you publicly maybe even humiliated and shamed by these raggedy ass bitches who you were just filling their cups up. And I think that's what you were realizing, like, oh, I get it. I get what the universe was trying to reflect to me. I'm not here to just use all my excess abundance to fill other people's cups up, because you'll get fixed there where you should have left all those old affiliates behind a long time ago. You're going to get fixed in this situation where you don't need to be, because you don't have to stay in the same place, Taurus. You can move like the wind if you want to. You can let your masculinity take you anywhere, but I think you just needed to realize what you needed to lock in on, right? Like you don't need to worry so much about being the person, like I said, 8 of Cups, like, oh, you need another drink, because you're the ultimate host. Oh, did you need another cup? Did you need to go to the bathroom? Like you don't have to sit around and do this for all these people who can't do for themselves. You could literally get one mirror, one true cup, meeting your shit, and you and them can just walk in, and then like you can fucking set sail. I mean, this is a beautiful message. This is such a beautiful message. Of fucking course. And that's why. Because all this masculine energy, Taurus is leading the way. Their masculine energy realized there's something really powerful about being spiritual. Like when masculinity actually purifies itself to come from a higher vibration, you guys you serve Hierophant, right? And the Hierophant is just like the spiritual appointee. They're the person that recommitted themselves to their highest power. And so when masculines on this planet, regardless of gender, whatever, when masculine energy actually realizes like, I can find my purpose in spiritual things, in spiritual insight, in spiritual matters, caring for this planet, caring for the universe, caring for other sentient beings. When I do masculine shit to like protect the planet, that's the sexiest thing I can do as a Taurus. It's beautiful to see me be be really stand up about creator prime source, about the highest consciousness, about unity consciousness. And so I think Taurus was setting the example. You were like, we should give a shit about social justice causes. We should give a shit about the planet we're on. And you guys were like taking masculine initiatives with baby, like way before the girls, like way before anyone else, right? I mean, take what I do here. Like, I don't really know. I mean, this is my Taurus moon in the 12th, so I really go hard for the consciousness journey, but that would just be my example because consciousness is definitely like a hierophant type of topic. So for me to be like already seasoned as a king in that energy in my past, I just think that's why I think Taurus is like, why did I get so blessed with this like partnership? Like, why did I get so blessed with this 2 of Cups? Like, I feel like everything I put out, it comes right back to me. And I'm here to tell you, Taurus, you're getting blessed with all of this because you are the Hierophant. And this is the Taurus card. You are the Hierophant. So you are like, I'm telling you, like, Taurus is aligned right now. You're in that pocket. Like, you've never been so in your bag in your life. Everything is amazing. And like I said, I think it came from this eclipse where it's like, you actually even do crucifixion well. Like, you actually like when like, yeah, put me on the cross. Guess what you're going to find out? That I'm that guy, that I'm that girlski, gender, non-gendered girlski. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to figure out that I'm the shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't even matter what people try to come up against you because you have aligned what you do. Your steps are aligned to a higher purpose. And you made that cool. Like, you literally made it cunt before anybody else was doing that. Wow, I love Taurus placements right now. We're up because we're in our bag. This is crazy. Because masculinity is a mess right now. I mean, it's a mess everywhere right now. But masculinity, especially when they were being asked to play both roles in the age of the patriarchy, right? In our old age of Pisces rhetoric, it was a mess. And I get that what was crowning your energy, and I'm sorry for all the light players. I want you to be able to understand this. This is what was crowning your energy, the 8 of Swords, right? So the 8 of Swords is like, I'm telling you, Taurus, your focus right now is crazy. You have something in front of you that like bitches could try to knife you. Like, I'm talking, they could put your worst fear. That's what I'm saying. Like, spirit is like, there was a crucifixion under this eclipse that like literally the crucifixion you just went through was just to show you how much you can't break focus. Like, people could do a number on you, and like whatever this is in your life that is right in front of you, whether it's a real person, a job, a thing you've built, whatever this is, you cannot take your focus off it. It is so goated. This is the craziest energy. Because for the 8 of Swords means they tried it. Like, look at this. This is like, you try to go fucking nuke them. You try to go get them off their game. You go try to break them up. You go try to get them to stop doing, like, I'm getting like, if you're a business owner like Taurus, you're like, baby, I don't care what the fuck you say about me. I'm already doing it. If you're in a partnership right now, like a romantic partnership, that person, it's like, it's almost like you literally, it's like you are moving through the awareness that if you go through negative things, you know this is for real. You know this is really a covenant. You know you really can't, like, it's meant to, something in your life right now is bringing you into internal union, and it's meant to get you to just focus on that. Like, all the negativity that is surrounding you, because I'm getting that there's definitely negativity. Like, do you think Jesus Christ was up there thinking about any fucking thing else when he's dripping out and these bitches are gagging and shit, whatever, and he was like, damn, I did you girls right. All I did was heal your fucking blind ass son. That's crazy, right? But either way, like, do you really think like the sensation of actually being crucified when they did that to like, or the guillotine, whatever you want to say, like, do you actually not think that, like, when you're up there, like, what your last words would be? If you're a person who has, like, a real higher purpose, like, again, if you died for some shit, like, you would really die for the stuff you do, like, your impact in the world, the causes you do, you would really die for them. And I think, like, there's just, like, this big recording of, like, how you did die for them, how you really did do that. And I just feel like there's a major investment that was going to be on the way if you actually could survive this shit. Like, if you actually could make it. Like, do you see? Because, look, all these swords could scare the shit out of her. She just said, that's fine. I'll blindfold myself so I don't even have to look at you girls. This would be like the partner that's like, I only have eyes for you. I only have eyes for you. That's what you're on right now, Taurus. Whatever feels like it's a part of your spiritual path, whether it's a person, place, or thing, you only have eyes for that. Holy cow. And I think that what you're gonna, like, I think too, Taurus, because I think in the past, let's be real, Taurus, you may have always had like really surface level shit, like shit wasn't that deep. But I think Taurus is realizing, like, again, because you are like the pebble earth sign, so like you're like a, like, it's not too heavy, it's not too hard to like move you. But again, like, I think that also meant attracting like partnerships and collaborations and things like that, that like could have even gone even deeper than that. And I think the whole reason that you're now, Strength card is the card that's coming out in the future for you. But there we go. The Strength card is coming out as the card that's in the future. And that's my card of God tier strength. Like, it means you overcame something that was insane. And I just feel like the only you're going to realize, like, when you overcome that, like, literal insanity, like the literal absurdity that was what you just went through, I think it's because Taurus actually really needed something to show them how deep they could go. Like, I don't think you thought you could feel this deeply about something, because I don't think this is outright. I don't think this is something you really like thought like, oh, I was going to feel that deep about, like, or whatever. Maybe I just started dating this person, I don't know, or I just started making this business one day because I love it, or like, I get paid, my passion, right? I just picked up cooking one day and whatever. But when you go through the fire and you get crucified and are willing to die for some shit, and you actually go up to the chopping block and you're like that fearless, I think the strength that you get is admirable at the end of it, because it's like, whoa, no one can take away the fact that I'm like mad strong right now. But I also think the strength is indicative of, like, I feel like you're about to get the green light to be like, I can go ahead and make the judgment call and follow my heart here. And know that, like, I just made it through Judgment Day with this person. Like, there's enough signs now for you to know this is a forever ting. Super crazy. This is like a forever ting you're doing. Like, wow. Wow, Taurus, like, you're literally in your Knight of Swords. But do you know what this Knight of Swords message of truth is? I think you're going to be ready to tell this, that you have this. Again, you're ready to tell about, like, you want flowers for your shit. You want to show off the shit that you have, bro. You want to tell people that, like, you found divine union and it transformed your life. It actually made you a deep person. It also finally finished off. Like, I think you always had this deep desire to, like, care about social justice causes, but not from such a, from like a, put it on your story if you really want to, like, free the guys. Like, no, like, from a real place. Like, you found your cause, you found the thing that has to do with your life. Like, there's something that has to do with your own internal union journey and the process that it took to get to union within yourself, that actually is now the thing that you're gonna go tell it to the world about. That's now your truth. Like, I think that's what Taurus was looking for, was like, what's my truth though? Because I think sometimes, like, a low vibration of Taurus can just kind of be a, like, it kind of gives a bully energy, because they're always like fighting somebody else's cause. Because I think sometimes with Tauruses, you can kind of see through, like, girl, if you're not attached to your actual real life, like, you're just like, you've been on the internet too long, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you really do it for? You know, I think Taurus is in there. They ask me what I do and who I do it for and era, and they can actually answer that. Like, they can actually be like, actually, when I went through this crucifixion and this sword, that's why I do this. That's why I'm committed to this thing. That's why I know this is mirroring me. I know I have this for real. And so it's just beautiful, because I think you're just being bestowed purpose, and it's taking you from stubborn to fucking locked in. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Holy cow. Because I think Taurus is even more effective. This is so crazy. This is so stupid. It doesn't even matter. But I was just like, this is like really ridiculous. But I was seeing some artist who was like, who's much older, and they're like, I'm trying to get back into the rap game. So I went and called some other rap legends, and I asked if they had some advice. And apparently the advice that they were given from the first person they called, which was like, just tell your story. Don't try to tell some other story. Just be authentic. Like, if you're going to come back in, tell your story. And I have a feeling, I want to give an aside. I want to hold space, because I feel like Taurus in the past was, this eclipse might be eclipsing or taking out something where you felt shame from living your story. So I think a lot of Tauruses, like I said, because I'm seeing a lot of awakenings in Taurus right now. I'm seeing a lot of Tauruses that are finally realizing, like, oh shit, like, whether, because I get a lot of Tauruses that are ready to come out as who they are. Like, I think that some of the reason we felt like, let's just start, like, by doing, like, because again, we were all born in society, right? We're all born into society, and that shit's fucked up in a lot of ways. But for a Taurus, I think you guys, you know, myself included, like, can have an insecurity because you guys are so deeply, you're such a feeling space, you're so deeply connected to your experience, that I think, like, not really being able to go into, like, your consciousness and what you're going to apply your will towards in something that was specific to you felt difficult. And I'm holding space because I'm also getting a lot of messages about Taurus is finally like getting to come out, like finally feeling like whatever change you just made makes you feel whole. It makes you feel like you, right? You know what I mean? It makes you feel like, okay, I'm now in union and this version of me is so much better. It might even mean you had to kill off and convert. This is like public humiliation. This is like, again, like say that you're a Taurus who's like, I've been lying about like the true gender expression that would really honor who I am, metaphysically, right? Or maybe I've been like with a partner, for example, that like, let's be real, like I had that partner at a time when I was in a very different place, when I was much more like tied up, right? And so now that I've been cut loose, I had this sort of enlightening moment that like, there's nothing to do but like run towards union. Yeah. Like I feel like Taurus, you know what captivity feels like. I think this is, and word to my cows worldwide, bro, free my slimes. If you're not vegan, I don't know what the fuck is going on with you. You're crazy for it. But straight up, like think about the cow's journey. Like think about the mass slaughtering and the manipulation of like the cow's physical vessel. Tauruses are our cows. They are our bulls. They are our, that ox energy. And so when you really connect with like what the fucking lifestyle of those animals is in a contemporary day and age, there's so much mutilation, so much crazy shit, so much like not free. And I just feel like Taurus, like if the way we're treating our cows is the way that the Taurus energy in all of us is going to feel, because cows are so fucking abundant. You can get so much from these animals spiritually in terms of their wisdom. They're not even for our consumption. Like the wisdom they carry, they are the most abundant. And guess what, babes? They're herbivores. You get what I'm saying? And so it's like, you guys are so enlightened, so spiritual. You have such a spiritual well to give to people. And I feel like when you were first approaching life and you thought it had to be like comparing yourself or just like making it up or trying to fit in with like these narratives that run around, I think you were a really different expression. And I think there is something where you were like suspended having to get real with yourself, because you don't need to be held back any further towards from things that are actually going to be union, right? Like people can love you, and like people loving your authenticity is beautiful, but that doesn't mean that these people are for you. It's a different type of love when it's really for you. It's a different type of job acceptance when it's really the dream job that feels like it was made for you. You know, when you are doing shit like that, it doesn't hit the same as when you just got accepted somewhere. You know, when you go to the college that's like actually like gonna like be your dream college, you know what I mean? That is like so much better. So no more is Taurus just going for, because again, you represent Venusian principles. So you represent all aspects of like wealth, attrition, value, you know, style, art, all of those things are very Taurus's domain. You know, luxury, enjoyment, you know, luxuriating, like the way we spend our time. And so, you know, I think when for a long time, Taurus was scared to say like, what would be luxurious to me? Because now Taurus is switching from Age of Pisces, like, oh, Louis Vuitton, like that's a good luxury brand. Where now Taurus is like, maybe I really just love wearing my favorite vintage tee, and that's just the most valuable thing to me because it feels like it fits me, right? Or maybe I love that fucking new dress, or maybe I love that lipstick, or maybe I love that whatever, because it's not even about it being just like some objectively nice thing. Because that's it. I feel like this is major transition from like living the lifestyle where you were objectively trying to make it look good versus like finding specificity. And I think it's because you had a spiritual awakening. I think all my Taurus placements worldwide had a huge spiritual awakening that made them reconcile. Baby, you got to come into union, because I think you were living in non-union. And I do feel like this eclipse might really is trying to align you with your actual Two of Cups energy instead of whatever was happening before. Like I really mean to say this, Taurus, whatever you were doing before today really represented a lot of this. The stuff you had to build when you were trapped, when you couldn't be who you really were. Straight up. And you getting crucified was the only way the divine could like expose, even if it was painful, because I get it, like in society, like again, like I'm still like, there's so many people that are very violent towards like psychic seers, right? So there's a lot of people that I keep myself safe from because they would actually react violently to like some of my truth. And I had, through this eclipse, I can just share my personal experience. I had some of those violent attacks. Like I was almost like off, literally just for doing what I do to you right now, right? And when I look back on what that crucifixion really represented for me, it was just to show me that like, that was the only way that spirit could out your truth. Because spirit didn't even want you to have to do it. Spirit was like, I want to tell people the truth about you because I think people got you fucked up. And it actually, as painful as that crucifixion felt, it actually was the thing that is, because Spirit's just like, I just want you to be free. I just want you to come into union and define that for yourself. Okay, because we're not going outside, we're going inside, right? In this new age of the Aquarian, like the future is within. And so Taurus, you deserve it, because I think Taurus has always loved, has known how to nurture themselves, has always naturally really wanted to show up for itself. But I think when you were so forced to pretend to be something, and because this is, look at all these spiritual truths that you were ignoring. And let me tell you, there's like, one thing about me is I'm a Taurus moon in the 12th house. So I can also see through Tauruses that like, baby, that shit don't hit. That you're sitting here, this is so surface level. You know, the friends, the partners, the job, the stuff that you do that's like, oh yeah, this is really fulfilling me, when it's definitely not. And so I feel like it's such an exciting space for all of us to finally have like the floodgates open over something that actually feels better. Because what I think is happening is like, you have to go and tell the truth, right? I think that, and I'm holding space because this could be like separations, but it was, the Knight of Cups was clarified by the 6 Cups. So this night, you Taurus had to go deliver your truth, whatever that is. It may be in alignment with what you were already doing, but it probably wasn't, right? So today is going to make you tell your truth to something that like, hey, we're not really aligning, and it's not even your fault. It's just because I used to be forced to ignore who I was and thought that that was the only way to success. But now that I don't have to ignore who I am, I'm going to need to free myself, because look, it's showing, this is what I'm saying. I think a lot of you were building and collaborating with things that hurt you, but only you knew it was hurting you because it wasn't letting you tell your authentic truth, right? This is like working somewhere that's like, you know, maybe you were working somewhere and then it was like, and you know, you have a high, let's say, I'm just making up a hypothetical, but like, let's say you work somewhere and you really got a high ranking position within the whatever. And you come to find out, like, they drop some shit like, oh, we rolling back all DEI, fuck that shit. Once we can cut the money, we're good. But, like, you're, like, a black woman or some crazy, like, a black queer woman. Let's just say, like, and so you're like, dang, like, that's crazy. But, like, that crucifixion, that, like, public, like, wow, it feels pretty targeted. Feels like you were coming for me, is actually for your benefit, because it's time for you to realize you don't have to make partnerships that actually hurt how you feel. 3-3, right? 3 of Pentacles is you, somebody else in spirit, right? It's a holy trinity. But I feel like when you are fucking forcing yourself, Taurus, to like build with people that really hurt your truth, it's just like the most punishing, like most relentless shit ever. So you finally, during that crucifixion, like had the strength. I think you had to go through a strengthening process. I don't think Taurus, the Taurus that people are getting post-eclipse, I don't think they had the strength to tell people who they really were before. I can vouch, that was me. But now I'm a lot stronger in my gifts and abilities. Now I really don't give a fuck. Now I can really project and do whatever the fuck I need to do when I need to do it, with a lot less like fear of, you know, persecution, because I think that's being blasted out. I think we're all realizing we're going to have to die. If there's any unsustainable creations we're making, they do end and they need to be reborn into a new form. And so even if you had to express yourself in a way your whole life that just felt very imprisoning, I'm seeing that you're finally strong enough to tell the truth on that and cut whoever. Like, it's like when the sword of truth comes down, it doesn't matter who it cuts, it's for your benefit. Because if it cuts through it, it's like, cut the excess bullshit so that I can just have the truth. This is super liberating. This is super liberating. Holy, what the? Taurus. And I'm not even gonna shade you. Taurus, there's hella masculine energy right now. But I think Tauruses really need other masculine energy for partnership. I'm going to be very honest with you. Taurus is a feminine energy. So regardless of your gender, whenever you go out into the world, I think there was a severe lack of masculinity. This could also be paternal wounds, right? That are also like showing how like a life without masculine energy left you out of balance. So you are the feminine. But see, I think some of us Taurus were being asked to perform the masculinity and we didn't know nothing about that, because that's not our bag. That's not our bag. That's not my bag, baby. My bag is feminine. I can attract, I can create, I can move in my void space, but I don't really got that fucking masculine fulfillment bag. So I think getting stronger in your spiritual truth, King of Swords, this was in your fear space. You were scared of telling the truth about who you really were because you had a fear, because you know how wanted you were. Baby, stop. Baby, stop. Because this has never happened to me. Like in my history as a reader, this has never happened to me. What just happened to you? It's like as soon as you told the truth okay, guys, I'm trembling, but I'm actually a King of Swords. Like, I know what's really true for me. So, and this is like a King of Swords because it's like, this is like the truth that you've been hiding your whole life, that like it's time to, like, I know who I am. And not only do I know who I am, like, I've known for a long time, right? So not only is that coming out, like, because it's seasoned, like, you're not just like a junior, like, you're like a king with the shits in terms of like, I know this truth. My spiritual truth is like, I already know it. As soon as you reveal it, I think you were scared because you knew how radically your life was going to change, because baby, you are wanted. 3 motherfucking nights of every kind. You tell your spiritual truth, something is coming in immediately with the fucking pentacle, the cup, and the fucking, like, it's scary. Like, when Taurus is allowed to be a feminine energy, when we stop fucking slaughtering the cows because we think they're using them for masculine reasons, instead of like realizing that like we're murdering off an entire population of fucking sentient, nurturing, abundant empresses that are like walking our planet. Sorry for the fucking vegan propaganda, except for not at all. But like, seriously, bro, like, you guys are connected to that animal. So you need to understand whatever the treatment is globally of that animal, it represents what you're fucking also going through, because you're connected. And it's like, you used to be scared of like standing in, because this truth is, like I said, this is also something that you're like a master at. Like, whatever your truth is, bro, like, you're meant to serve it, and you serve cunt with it, like, you do. And so I think you were terrified because of society, because of whatever the fuck, the matrix, the lies, the fucking cognitive dissonance, the fucking whatever. Because of all of that, you were terrified to let it rip, because I think you knew how successful, I think you knew how quick this would all come into you when you started opening yourself up and cutting off the lie and just living as what you really are. I think you knew that. I think and I also think you flirted with this devil before. I think you flirted with it before they just come out of the cup. It's like, oh, did y'all see that? Do y'all know? Like, for me, I'm gonna say it, like, I'm a Taurus, but like, my psychic abilities are like, it's been my whole life. Obviously, like, you can't do fucking 40-minute fucking extemporaneous speaking like this if you're not a fucking genius. So I think you all can tell that now. But like, this is definitely me my whole life up until like recently. It's been like, oh, did you? Oh, what's your sun sign? Like, I'm over here acting like coy and cutty, like, oh. But baby, I'm a King of Swords with the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, not even like I could come out about it, but it's like, it's embarrassing. And I think, you know, there was so much fear because, again, I think the thing that I'm getting this for Taurus is I'm holding so much space because it's like me. The real reason I don't tell people that I'm a psychic is because people used to kill psychics, straight up. I have so many past life memories of being murdered, nuked, bombed, guillotine, electric chair. I'm getting like electric conversion therapy, all types of crazy shit. So I think the truth that Taurus has, like, could have gotten you killed in the past, which makes perfect sense, babe. Protect yourself. But I think now that the times have changed, now that the climax has changed, to really usher us into this crescendo of Aquarian energy, which, baby, it's not the age of Pisces anymore, where God's outside of us and we're all sloppy and messy and everybody's lying and hiding behind masks. Age of Aquarian says, baby, there's nothing to do but tell your authentic truth. So I think my Tauruses are like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, I can't wait. Let me take this fucking mask off and be the fuck who the fuck I am. Because it's been long enough. Because I get it. It's not a joke. Like, I can't just be like talking in the street like this. You know how many bitches would fucking try to, again, look what they did to JC. And for what? For doing miracles for free? Like, oh, that's so raggedy. Like, what? Like, why would you crucify him? It's petty. It's petty. And so you knew the bitches would be petty to you if you told your truth. So I get it. Like, I'm not, like, I would never tell anybody, like, if something's gonna put you in harm's way, straight up, like, we're talking like murdered. Straight, literally, I'm not even kidding with you. People, I got attacked under this eclipse portal. Like, I literally got attacked by someone that you would never expect. Ooh. So I'm just trying to let you know, Taurus, like, it's crazy out here. These bitches are crazy for real. So I see you, because I'm not about to tell nobody. That's the one thing about me. I ain't in the closet about nothing. Not a single damn thing. I'm just not trying to get shot. That's for sure. That's for damn sure, because you bitches are crazy. Holy shit. Taurus is like, age of the Aquarius is here. Run, don't walk. Run, don't walk. Drop these bitches. Drop the performance art. You don't even have to perform anymore, because Taurus, you're ending. Do you want to know how this is going to end for you? 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. You're allowed to have whatever this looks like. Do not get attached to, don't assume nothing about these two. You don't know who that, their backs are turned. This could be whoever. It could be whatever. You're going to get the whole enchilada of whatever your dream life looks like. Because now that you don't have to lie about your literal spiritual truth, the nature of your spirit, and all you were trying to do is just like look, I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I just want to be how I feel on the inside, on the outside. Because what the fuck is the point of being alive? You get what I'm saying? I want to align my feminine and my masculine energy within me so I can have an expression of my whole self. And I don't like when I have to perform this or that or not be the feminine energy I feel like as a Taurus and be honest about what I'm really attracted to. I need that masculine energy because I'm already the Empress. I need an emperor type. You know what I mean? I need a baddie, not the regular type. Like, that's what you guys are giving right now. But I just really feel like that's a huge message for Taurus. This is so beautiful. Because the only reason you didn't have this for real in a physical way before, the only reason it was held up before, and you were playing and like cosplaying a bunch of bullshit, was just because you weren't allowed to tell the truth, even to yourself, about what you were, because I think there was danger associated. Like, I literally feel like for Taurus, it was like, there's danger associated with me being who I really am. And I made this channel, I made this fucking studio to make sure that we fucking narc and fucking nuke and fucking stab out any child abuse. Like, I feel like, Taurus, I want you to understand the child abuse is going to stop today because I said so. And I'm going to make sure that if you were fucking dealt with improper for just being who God created you to be, fuck what society says. I don't give a fuck with who you want to be with. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do me. Baby, because what the fuck else am I supposed to serve? And they're jealous and they hate it because they live shackled, but you don't. You don't need to live shackled. And the only reason you would have even put that dumbass fucking rope around your neck and fucking ended your shit is because, like, these bitches, like, really don't want to see you be fully in the full spectrum, but your life isn't for anybody else. You're not even bothering anybody else. So I just think that I'm holding space for you because I think some of you too, like I said, the old life before this eclipse could have had money, success, cars, clothes, and hoes. But I think you really know, like, I could trade all of that physical shit that I made in that old cycle for just union with myself, like, straight up. Like, I don't even need anything outside of myself. Like, just to live in my truth and let it breathe is my simple request. And, like, I am so happy for myself as a Taurus moon. I'm so happy for you all as Taurus placements because holy cow, it's amazing for you guys. It's like it's so amazing for you guys. And I expect a far more proper treatment of one of God's most abundant animals. Okay, shout out to my bull gang. You deserve to be dealt with delicately. So whatever the eclipse is taking out, you are now focused on your internal union. You don't need nearly as much shit outside of you anymore because you're about to attract, just like a Taurus feminine earth sign would do, everything that's true to you. Like, again, if I can tell you, especially, and for my Tauruses that haven't done this yet, if I can encourage you to do something, you have more strength right now than you've ever had in your entire life. Like, God is on your side. God is on the side of that very scary change. Like, you're about to let the truth rip for people, and you need to know you aren't going to have to tell a weak, muddied little truth. No, baby. It's about to shoot down. So I say serve cunt. I say whatever the fuck you got to come out and be it and do it loud. You want to know why? Because it's instantly going to attract truth. Look at all these fucking because a knight is sure in their spiritual truth. They know no matter what the element, they're coming, they're like running, not walking. So I just want you to know that because God's on your side, the way that when you get to finally be the feminine energy that you are going to attract immediately things that actually really resonate with your truth. And then you don't have to live a life where it feels like you're crucifying yourself by being in union with things that you don't, no shade. You were just trying to survive, right? Like, it's all good, we're homies, but like, me and you as like a couple, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like stuff like that. Like, you don't have to do that anymore because you can just tell the truth about who you are and be set free. Because again, you don't have to worry about just like staying alive anymore. You're realizing the age of the Aquarian is a blessing to all of us, and we're going to all be able to thrive. So start setting up your truth to be, and expect that you will be thriving because of it, because this is the most beautiful reading I could ever see. And you are just so beautifully under this eclipse. You see this eclipse energy? You're finally walking away because you don't have to keep filling up fake cups anymore. You're going to go find your own internal union that can fill itself up, can renew itself. And I needed this message. I need you guys to stay up. I need Tauruses to be in their authentic truth in 2025 or whatever the fuck year you're watching this in. I need you to tell the truth. I need you to embody your truth. I need my bull gang. I need my Venusian warriors up, straight up. I need you beautifying this planet. I need you tending to the earth. I need you setting the example. So I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited for who you are. And I love the authentic version of you, just like I love the authentic version of me. You're beautiful. Happy Aries solar eclipse.